Where? Oh, careful! You're on my desk over.
Okay, that's officially like the best thing we've done in like 10 script readings. I'm just pointing that out right here.
Yep.
Is giving Will a lot. So, okay. Hi everybody out there in YouTube land. Let me also get everybody the YouTube link so we can also share that before I go any further. Stream link. And
is it ready?
Not yet.
Almost. Maybe like another 3 minutes.
I did
You gotta be still until you're done.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. All right, hello YouTube. Welcome to another edition of the Not Ready for Quarantine Players. This is our Breakfast Club script reading to benefit the Trevor Project. I don't know why I forgot that. It's been in my brain all week. I'm your narrator, Helen Handbag. Tonight we have the talents of so many of our regulars here. Before I do cast intros, I just want to say, and I'm sure we all are feeling this as well, obviously 2020 has been a lot, but this week's been a lot, period. Whether it's the unjust shooting of Jacob Blake, whether it's the militia, the murder that has been just crazy, whether it's the death, and this has been a crazy week, especially because we're all actors here. Sam's the only real actor here. We're all actors here, and I know that yesterday's news kind of knocked everybody on their butts. So I know that we're never going to get to do a Marvel script because A, they keep us under lock and key, and B, I'm not about to get sued by Disney. So I want to observe just a quick moment of silence for Chadwick Boseman and just everything he gave to us. So if you're all watching out there, if you could just like give us a moment of silence. Okay, we're good. So welcome to the Breakfast Club. I'm your narrator, Helen Handbag. And let's go around and meet the cast. We actually have a lot. This is literally the best thing that happened in the last 5 minutes. So I'm going to come to Sean last on this. So we have as our burnout mute
Criminal.
for the first like 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Criminal. I can't really I'm trying to remember like all the archetypes for the.
No,
ones that I don't
she's
remember.
basket case.
Basket case. Thank you. The burnout. We have Ginger Fahrenheit as John Bender.
What up, yo?
So, as the jock in the Letterman's jacket that I remember him wearing almost 13 years ago, we have Patrick McMahon. Every day, because you thought you were cool.
We all know better, but yes, I thought I was.
Clearly, we all know better. As Carl the janitor, we have Daniel J. Cook back again. Sans audio issues.
Yes. Finally.
As I'm only going to say this once, since we have a visitor, as Assistant Principal Richard Vernon, we have Luke Seckington back again.
Bienvenue, welcome.
Yes. As our basket case, thank you, Ginger, as well. We have at Allison, we have Elizabeth Reichert.
I'm in Brian's mom's costume now, though, but I will be switching for Allison.
Yeah, some of us have like a couple other lines as well. As our popular preppy girl Claire, and defying the stereotype of no Black people in a John Hughes movie, we have Samantha Madison back.
Hi, yes, giving you my best Coretta Scott King hair.
Oh my God!
You look amazing.
Yes.
Thank you. And no, I did
Man.
I did not straighten my hair just to do this, because that would be too
Extra.
That'd be too easy.
Yeah. And last but not least, as our nerd, we have Sean Watson, joined by his daughter Willa, who's going to be helping us for the first scene.
Hi, baby.
Say hi, Willa.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay.
Why is there a Willen?
Well, no, you're going to be a little sister. You're Willa.
Hi, Willa.
No, you're.
I don't even know who I am.
You don't even know who you are.
Oh, mood.
I love it.
Well, I will.
This is the best thing to happen all week.
This is
My
literally.
My ovaries exploded.
Right?
Mine exploded. And I don't even have any. Okay, like.
Don't let them. She's cute now, but she's a terror.
Yeah.
I promise.
God.
And I'm gonna mute until my lines.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna kick us off, and because we can't not do this with the right music, I'm gonna unplug my headphones, hopefully, so you can hear me. Okay, I'm also trying to get like 6 other things going. Okay, minimize. All right. Okay. So. Hey, 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 hey! Woo, whoa! Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts. Giving me everything inside and out, and love strange, so real in the dark. The tender things that we were working on. No change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. That is all I will subject y'all to on that one.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you, God.
Oh, the shade. Okay. So let's start with Breakfast Club. Blank screen against black, title card. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware of what they're going through. David Bowie. The blank screen and title card shattered to reveal. Exterior Shermer High School day. During Brian's monologue, we see various views of things inside the school, including Bender's locker.
Saturday, March 24th, 1984. Shermer High School, Shermer, Illinois, 60062. Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it is we did wrong. What we did was wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write this essay telling you who we think we are. What do you care? You see us each as you want to see us, in the simplest terms and the most convenient definitions. You see us as a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, and a criminal. Correct? That's why we saw each other at 7 o'clock this morning. We were brainwashed.
Cut to interior Claire's car day. We see Claire and her father sitting in their car in the parking lot. Claire is the prom queen and clearly a snob.
Can't believe you can't get me out of this. I mean, it's so absurd I have to be here on a Saturday. It's not like I'm a defective or anything.
I'll make it up to you, honey. Ditching class to go shopping doesn't make you a defective. Have a good day.
Claire rolls her eyes and gets out of the car and walks up the front steps of the school. Cut to interior Brian's car day. Technically, it's his mother's car. We are in Brian's car. His mother is there, and so is his little sister. He is sort of a nerd.
Is this the first time or the last time we do this?
Last.
Well, get in there and use the time to your advantage.
Mom, we're not supposed to study. We just have to sit there and do nothing.
Well, mister, you figure out a way to study.
Yeah.
Well, go.
Good job.
Good job, Willa.
Brian gets, yay, Willa! Brian gets out of the car and walks towards the school. Cut to interior, Andrew's car day. I love how this is literally saying it's their cars when it's their parents' cars, clearly.
Right?
See Andrew and his father. Andrew is clearly a jock. He's wearing a Letterman's jacket with a lot of patches on it.
Hey, I screwed around, guys. Screw around, there's nothing wrong with that. Except you got caught, sport.
Yeah, Mom already reamed me, all right?
You want to miss a match? You want to blow your ride? No school's going to give a scholarship to a discipline case.
God, I'm trying to manage this. Andrew gets out of the car and walks into the school. Cut to exterior Shermer parking lot day. We see John Bender walking towards us. He is wearing sunglasses. A car is coming towards him, but he doesn't stop walking. The car slams on its brakes directly in front of him. Bender gets out of the frame. Out of the car steps Allison. She is dressed in all black. She steps forward to look into the car's front window and the car drives away. Cut to interior library day. There are 6 tables and 2 rows of 3. Claire is sitting at the front table. Brian comes in and sits at the table behind her. Andrew comes in and points to the chair next to Claire at the front table. She shrugs and he sits there. In walks Bender. He touches everything on the checkout desk and takes a few things in the process, more than likely coronavirus in the process. He walks over to Brian, where Brian is sitting, and points to the table on the opposite side of the library. Brian reluctantly gets up and moves. The table where Brian was and puts his feet up. Allison walks in. She walks all around the library and sits at the back corner table just behind Brian. Claire and Andrew look at each other and snicker. Brian looks at her in confusion and then turns away. Enter Richard Vernon. This says teacher, but principal. He holds a stack of papers in his left hand. He addresses the group with such disrespect it makes you wonder how he ever got the job.
Well, here we are. I want to congratulate you for being on time.
Claire raises her hand.
Excuse me, sir. I think there's been a mistake. I know it's detention, but I don't think I belong in here.
Vernon doesn't care. He just continues to talk.
It is now 7:06. You have exactly 8 hours and 54 minutes to think about why you're here, to ponder the error of your ways.
Bender spits in the air and catches the spit in his mouth again. Claire looks like she's going to gag.
And you may not talk. You will not move from these seats.
He glances up at Bender and points at him.
And you
Vernon pulls the chair out from under Bender's feet.
will not sleep. All right, people, we're going to try something a little different today. We are going to write an essay of no less than 1,000 words describing to me who you think you are.
Is this a test?
Vernon passes out paper and pencils and takes no notice of Bender.
And when I say essay, I mean essay. I do not mean a single word repeated 1,000 times. Is that clear, Mr. Bender?
Bender looks up.
Bristol.
Good. Maybe you'll learn a little something about yourself. Maybe you'll even decide whether or not you care to return.
Brian raises his hand and then stands.
You know, I can answer that right now, sir. That'd be a no for me, because...
Sit down, Johnson.
Thank you, sir.
He sits.
My office.
Vernon points. Oh, sorry.
It's right across that hall. Any monkey business is ill-advised.
He looks around at them.
Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
Vernon looks at him suspiciously.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
I'll give you the answer to that question, Mr. Bender, next Saturday. Don't mess with the bowl, young man. You'll get the horns. Hail Satan.
Vernon leaves.
That man is a brownie hound.
Everyone tries to get comfortable and we hear a loud snapping sound. Brian turns and looks and is Allison biting her nails. Bender's eyes widen as he turns to look. Everyone is looking now. Allison notices them looking at her.
Keep eating your hand and you're not going to be hungry for lunch.
Allison spits part of her nail at Bender.
I've seen you before, you know.
We see Vernon look out from his office. We see Brian playing with his pen.
Who do I think I am? Who are you? Who are you?
He attaches the pen to his bottom lip and puts the top under his upper lip.
I'm a walrus.
Yes.
Bender looks at him in utter confusion. Brian notices this, laughs, and takes the pen out of his mouth, embarrassed. Bender and Brian begin to take their jackets off at the same time. They both notice this. Brian stops removing his jacket. Bender takes his all the way off. Brian rubs his hands together and pretends to be cold. He puts his jacket back on. He turns and looks at Bender, who is still staring at him.
It's the shits, huh?
Bender glares at him, and Brian utters an uncomfortable laugh. Bender turns away and crumples up his essay paper. He throws it at Claire. It misses and goes over Claire's head. Andrew and Claire acknowledge it, but continue to ignore Bender. Brian starts to loudly singing the musical part of a song.
Na 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 na.
I can't believe this is really happening to me.
Bender stops singing abruptly.
Oh shit! What are we supposed to do if we have to take a piss?
Please.
Well, if you gotta go,
We hear Bender unzip his fly.
you gotta go.
Now everyone is looking at
Oh my God.
Hey, you're not urinating in here, man.
Don't talk. Don't talk. It makes it crawl back up.
You whip it out, and you're dead before the first drop hits the floor.
Bender gasps mockingly.
You're pretty sexy when you get all angry. Grr.
He turns to Brian.
Hey, homeboy.
Brian points at himself with his pen.
Why don't you go close that door? We'll get the prom queen impregnated.
This did not age well. Claire turns and glares at him.
Hey!
Bender ignores him.
Hey!
What?
If I lose my temper, you're totaled, man.
Totally?
Totally.
Why don't you just shut up? Nobody here is interested.
Really? Butt face.
Well, hey, Sporto. What'd you do to get in here? Forget to wash your jock?
Excuse me, fellas. I think we should just write our papers.
Look, just because you live here doesn't give you the right to be a pain in the ass. So knock it off.
Bender mockingly registers pain in his face.
It's a free country.
He's just doing it to get a rise out of you. Just ignore him.
Sweets, you couldn't ignore me if you tried.
Claire rolls her eyes.
So, are you guys like boyfriend, girlfriend, steady dates, lovers? Come on, Sporto, level with me. Do you slip her the hot beef injection?
Andrew and Claire turn to face Bender, both furious.
Go to hell.
Enough!
Cut to interior Vernon's office day. We see Vernon in his office.
Hey, what's going on in there? Smug little pricks.
Cut to interior library day. They all look at each other. Andrew turns away from Bender.
Scumbag.
Bender stands up and walks over to the railing. He sits on it.
What do you say we close that door? We can't have any kind of party with Vernon checking out every few seconds.
Well, you know the door is supposed to stay open.
So what?
So why don't you just shut up? There's 4 other people in here, you know.
God, you can count. See, I knew you had to be smart to be a wrestler.
Who the hell are you to judge anyway?
Really?
You know, Bender, you don't even count. I mean, if you disappeared forever, it wouldn't make any difference. You may as well not even exist at this school.
Bender probably is upset at this, and he pauses a moment before speaking. He doesn't let his emotions out, however.
Well, I'll just run out and join the wrestling team.
Andrew and Claire look at each other and laugh at Bender.
Maybe the prep club too, and student council.
No, they wouldn't take you.
I'm hurt.
You know why guys like you knock everything?
Oh, this could be stunning.
It's because you're afraid.
Oh God, you Richies are so smart. That's exactly why I'm not heavy into activities.
You're a big coward.
Brian feels left out.
I'm in the math club.
See, you're afraid that they won't take you. You don't belong, so you just have to dump all over it.
Well, it wouldn't have to do anything with you activities people being assholes, now would it?
Well, you wouldn't know. You don't even know any of us.
Well, I don't know any lepers either, but I know I'm not going to run out and join one of their fucking clubs.
Hey, let's watch some mouth, huh?
Brian, again, feels he needs to contribute.
In the physics club too.
Excuse me a sec. What are you babbling about?
Well, what I said was I'm in the math club, the Latin club, and the physics club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's me, sorry. Bender nods and turns to Claire.
Hey, Cherry, do you belong to the physics club?
That's an academic club.
So,
academic clubs aren't the same as other kinds of clubs.
oh, but to dorks like him, I'm pointing at Brian. They are.
Bender points at Brian. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep track of the stream and read this. A mess.
You're so good. Okay. What do you guys do in your club?
In physics, we talk about physics, about properties of physics.
So it's sort of social, demented and sad, but social, right?
Yeah, well, I guess you could consider it a social situation. I mean, there are other children in my club, and at the end of the year, we have a big banquet at the Hilton.
You load up, you party.
Well, no, we get dressed up. I mean, but we don't get high.
Only burners like you get high.
And I didn't have any shoes, so I had to borrow my dad's. It was kind of weird because my mom doesn't like me to wear people's shoes. And my cousin my cousin Kendall from Indiana, he got high once, and he started eating like really weird foods, and he just like felt like he didn't belong anywhere. Kind of like Twilight Zone kind of.
Sounds like you.
Look, you guys got to keep talking, and Werner's going to come in here right now. I got to meet this Saturday, and I'm not going to miss it on account of you boneheads.
Oh, and wouldn't that be a bite?
Bender lets out a moan of fake agony.
Oh, missing a whole wrestling meet.
Well, you wouldn't know anything about it, queerdo. You never completed anything in your entire whole life.
Close enough.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I feel empty inside because of it. I have a deep admiration for guys that roll around on the floor with other guys.
You'd never miss it. You don't have any goals.
Oh, but I do.
Yeah?
I want to be just like you. I figure all I need is a lobotomy and some tights.
Brian becomes interested.
You wear tights?
No, I don't wear tights. I wear the required uniform.
Tights.
Shut up!
They hear Vernon moving around out in the hall, so Bender quickly comes and sits in the chair between Claire and Andrew. He folds his hands on the table. Vernon goes back into his office. Bender laughs and gets up. He starts walking toward the double doors that separate the library from the hallway.
They're not supposed to be any monkey business.
Young man, have you finished your paper?
Bender turns back away and goes to the door. He looks around cautiously and removes a screw from the door.
What are you gonna do?
Drop dead, I hope.
Cut to interior hallway day. We see Vernon getting a drink at the fountain. He stands up, checks the way he looks in the mirror, and does a muscular pose, utterly some manly gibberish.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Cut to interior library day. Brian looks up. Bender is messing with the door of the library.
Bender, that's school property there. You know, it doesn't belong to us. It's not something you to be toyed with.
The door slams shut. Bender runs back to his seat.
That's very funny. Now come on and fix it.
You should really fix it.
Am I a genius?
No, you're an asshole.
What a funny guy.
Fix the door, Bender.
Everybody just...
Cut to interior hallway day. We see Vernon walking back to his office. He stops and listens to them through the closed door.
I've been here before. I know what I'm doing.
No, fix the door. Get up there and fix the door.
Shut up!
Before I go to my next scene direction, Pat, that was some great William Shatnering of that line.
Terrible. That was awful.
Get up there and fix it. Cut to interior library day.
I should have done that for Galaxy Quest, and I didn't.
Yes. We see Brian as we hear Vernon in the hall.
It's the crossover event nobody asked.
Damn it.
He opens the door and storms in.
Why is that door closed?
For a few seconds, no one says anything. They just stare at Vernon.
Why is that door closed?
Well, how are we supposed to know? We're not supposed to move, right?
Vernon turns to Claire.
Why?
We were just sitting here like we were supposed to.
Vernon looks around and looks at Bender.
Who closed that door?
Well, I think a screw fell out of it.
It just closed, sir.
Vernon looks at Allison in the back.
Who?
Allison lets out a squeak and slams her face on the table, hiding in her jacket.
She doesn't talk, sir.
Give me that screw.
I don't have it.
You want me to yank you out of that seat and shake it out of you?
I don't have it. Screws fall out all the time. The world's an imperfect place.
Come on, give it to me, Bender.
That's what he said.
I'll give it.
Excuse me, sir. Why would anybody want to steal a screw?
Watch it, young lady.
Vernon goes over to the door. He tries to hold it open by putting a folding chair in front of it.
The door's way too heavy, sir.
The door slams shut despite the chair.
God damn it.
They laugh. Vernon opens the door again. He comes back in.
Okay, Andrew Clark, get up here. Come on, front and center. Let's go. Let's go.
Andrew gets up and walks over to Vernon.
Hey, how come Andrew gets to get up? If he gets up, we'll all get up. It'll be anarchy.
Vernon and Andrew are now attempting to move the steel magazine rack in front of the door.
Okay, now watch the magazines.
It's out of my hands.
They get into the doorway and it blocks the entire door.
That's very clever, sir. But what if there's a fire? I think it's violating fire codes and endangering the lives of children would be unwise at this juncture in your career, sir.
Vernon thinks about it. He turns to Andrew.
All right, what are you doing with this? Get this out of here, for God's sakes. What's the matter with you? Come on.
You know the school comes equipped with fire exits at either in the library.
Brian points to them and Bender glares at him.
Joe Dick, some respect.
Andrew and Vernon come back into the main section of the library.
Let's go. Come on, go. Get back into your seat.
Andrew sits.
I expected a little more from a varsity letterman. You're not fooling anybody, Bender. The next screw that falls out is gonna be you.
Vernon turns to leave.
Eat my shorts.
Vernon spins in his tracks and faces Bender again.
What? was that?
Eat my shorts.
You just bought yourself another Saturday, mister.
Oh, Christ.
You just bought one more right there.
Well, I'm free the Saturday after that. Beyond that, I'm going to have to check my calendar.
Well, good, because it's got to be filled. We'll keep going. You want another one? Say the word. Just say the word. Instead of going to prison, you'll come here. Are you through?
No.
I'm doing society a favor.
So?
That's another one right now. I've got you for the rest of your natural born life if you don't watch your step. You want another one?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that response. You got it. So you got another one right there. That's another one, pal.
Put it out.
Claire mouthed the word stop to Bender.
You through?
Not even close, bud.
Good. You got one more right there.
Do you really think I give a shit?
Another.
Bender glares at him.
You through?
Well, how many is that?
That's 7, including the one when we first came in. You asked Mr. Vernon whether Barry Manilow knew he raided his closet.
Now it's 8, and you stay out of it.
Excuse me, sir. It's 7.
Shut up, Pee-wee. You're my Bender. For 2 months, I gotcha. I gotcha.
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
Oh, I'm sure that's exactly what you want these people to believe. You know something, Bender? You ought to spend a little more time trying to do something with yourself and a little less time trying to impress people. You might be better off. All right, that's it. I'm going to be right outside those doors. The next time I have to come in here, I'm cracking skulls.
Vernon leaves and closes the door. A musical riff, which I don't have, builds to a climax as Bender screams.
That's so loud.
We see the clock. It reads 7:45. We see Bender lighting his shoe on fire and lighting a cigarette with his shoe. We see Claire thinking. We see Brian playing with his balls. We see Andrew playing with his sweatshirt. We see Allison pulling a string around her finger and making it turn purple. We see Bender put the flames on his shoe out. He then plays air guitar. We see Allison drawing. We see Andrew playing paper football. He cheers silently. Allison shakes dandruff from her hair onto her picture. We see everyone fall asleep. Cut to interior library day. Later, Vernon is standing there staring at the sleeping kids.
Wake up. Who wants to go to the lavatory?
Everyone raises their hands. Cut to interior library day. Later, we see the clock. It now says 10:22. We see Andrew stretching. We see Bender tearing pages out of a book. He's tossing them around.
That's real intelligent.
You're right. It's wrong to destroy literature.
He continues to tear pages out.
Such fun to read. And Mullet really pumps my nads.
Moliere.
Love his work.
He tosses the rest of the pages at Brian. He picks up the card catalog drawer and begins to take cards out.
Big deal. Nothing to do when you're locked in a vacancy.
Speak for yourself.
Do you think I'd speak for you? I don't even know your language.
He turns to Claire. Or Andrew turns
Hey.
to Claire. I'm sorry, that might help.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, you grounded tonight?
Claire shrugs. Oh God, Mufius is back.
Mucus is back.
Who's coming after me and they missing their little beats? Try it. Don't try it. Not today. My hand.
Oh,
Try it. I got kinks out. Okay. Anyways. I don't know. My mom said I was, but my dad told me to just blow her off.
Big party at Stubby's. Parents are in Europe. Should be pretty wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you go?
I doubt it.
How come?
Well, because if I do what my mother tells me to do, it's because my father says it's okay. Misprint. There's like this whole big monster deal. It's endless and it's a total drag. It's like any minute divorce.
who do you like better?
What?
You like your old man better than your mom?
They're both strict.
No, I mean, if you had to choose between them.
I don't know. I would probably go live with my brother. I mean, I don't think either one of them gives a shit about me. It's like they use me just to get back at each other.
Suddenly, from the back of the room, Allison speaks. Everyone looks at her shocked. Allison blows her hair out of her eyes and grins.
Up!
You're just feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, well, if I didn't, nobody else would.
Aw, you're breaking my heart.
Bordo,
What?
Bender jumps down and goes next to Andrew.
you get along with your parents?
Well, if I say yes, I'm an idiot, right?
Well, you're an idiot anyway. But if you say you get along with your parents, you're also a liar, too.
Bender turns and walks away from him. Andrew follows and pushes Bender.
You know something, man? If we weren't in school right now, I'd waste you.
Bender points the middle finger at the floor.
Can you hear this? Want me to turn it up?
Bender flips his hand around, so he's now giving Andrew the bird. Brian comes over and puts a hand on each of the guy's shoulders in a totally non-homoerotic way.
Hey, fellas. I mean,
Andrew pushes away from Brian.
I don't like my parents either. I don't. I don't get along with them. Their idea of parental compassion is just, wacko.
Bender turns to Brian.
Dork.
Yeah?
You are a parent's wet dream, okay?
Bender starts to walk away.
Well, that's the problem.
Look, I could see you getting all bunged up for them making you wear these kind of clothes. But face it, you're a neo-maxi Zoom dweeby. What would you be doing if you weren't making yourself a better citizen?
Why do you have to insult everybody?
I'm being honest, asshole. I wouldn't expect you to know the difference.
Yeah, well, he's got a name.
Yeah?
Yeah. What's your name?
Brian?
See?
My condolences.
Bender walks away.
What's your name?
What's yours?
Claire.
Claire?
Claire. It's a family name.
No, it's a fat girl's name.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not fat.
Well, not at present, but I could see you really pushing maximum density. You see, I'm not sure if you know this, but there are two kinds of fat people. There's fat people that were born to be fat, and then there's fat people that were once thin, but they become fat. So when you look at them, you can kind of sort of see the thin person inside. You see, you're going to get married, you're going to squeeze out a few puppies, and then
He minds becoming fat, making noises. Claire gives him the finger.
oh, obscene figure gestures from such a pristine girl.
I'm not that pristine.
Bender bends down closer to Claire.
Are you a virgin? I'll bet you $1 million that you are. Let's end the suspense. Is it going to be a white wedding?
Why I gotta be white? Why don't you just shut up?
Have you ever kissed a boy on the mouth? Have you ever been felt up? Over the bra, under the blouse, shoes off, hoping to God your parents don't walk in?
Claire's getting upset.
Do you want me to puke?
Over the panties, no bra, blouse unbuttoned, Calvin's in a ball in the front seat past 11 on a school night?
Leave her alone.
Bender slowly stands and faces Andrew.
I said leave her alone.
You gonna make me?
Yeah.
Bender walks over to where Andrew is standing.
You and how many of your friends?
Just me. Just you and me. 2 hits. Me hitting you, you hitting the floor. Anytime you're ready, pal.
Bender goes to hit him, but Andrew gets Bender down on the ground with a wrestling move.
I don't want to get into this with you, man.
Andrew gets up.
Why not?
Bender gets up.
Because I'd kill you. It's real simple. I'd kill you and your fucking parents would sue me, and I'd be in a big mess, and I don't care enough about you to bother.
Chicken shit.
Andrew turns and walks away. Bender takes out a switchblade and opens it. He stabs the switchblade into a chair.
Let's end this right now. You don't talk to her. You don't look at her. You don't even think about her. You understand me?
I'm trying to help her.
We see the janitor, Carl, come into the room.
Brian, how you doing?
Your dad works here?
Brian is embarrassed.
Carl?
What?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How does one become a janitor?
You want to be a janitor?
No, I want to know how one becomes a janitor because Andrew here, he's very interested in pursuing a career in the custodial arts.
Oh, really? You guys think I'm just some untouchable peasant? Peon? Huh? Maybe so, but following a broom around after shitheads like you for the past 8 years, I've learned a couple of things. I look through your letters. I look through your lockers. Listen to your conversations. You don't know that, but I do. I am the eyes and ears of this institution, my friends. And by the way, that clock's 20 minutes fast.
Everyone groans.
Shit.
Yeah, Bender smiles. And cut to interior Vernon's office day. The clock says 11:30. Vernon gets up and leaves. Cut to interior library day, and I've got to get the audio for this one. Give me one sec. Let's see how well y'all can lip sync for your lives.
Time is going to be god awful. Okay.
All right, girls, that's 30 minutes for lunch.
Here?
Here.
Well, I think the cafeteria would be a more suitable place to eat lunch in, sir.
Well, I don't care what you think, Andrew.
Dick? Excuse me, Rich. Will milk be made available to us?
We're extremely thirsty, sir.
I have a very low tolerance for dehydration.
I've seen her dehydrated, sir. It's pretty gross.
Understands.
Relax, I'll get it.
Grab some wood there, Bob.
That's
No
what
homo.
he. Bender great.
What do you think? I was born yesterday. You think I'm going to have you roaming these halls?
He points at Andrew.
You.
He points at Allison.
And you. Hey, what's her name? Wake her. Wake her up. Come on your feet, Missy. Let's go. This is no rest home.
Allison gets up.
There's a soft drink machine in the teacher's lounge. Let's go.
You know he's an asshole because he says soft drink instead of soda. Cut to interior hallway day. Andrew and Allison are walking in the hall.
So, what's your poison?
Allison doesn't answer.
What do you drink?
Allison still doesn't answer.
Okay, forget I asked.
Allison waits for 2 beats, then speaks.
Vodka. When do you drink vodka?
Whenever.
A lot?
Allison smiles.
Is that why you're here today?
Allison snaps back.
Why are you here?
They stop walking and Andrew leans against the wall.
I'm here today because my coach and my father don't want me to blow my ride. See, I get treated differently because my coach thinks I'm a winner. So does my old man. I'm not a winner because I want to be one. I'm a winner because I got strength and speed, kind of like a racehorse. That's about how involved I am when things happen to me.
Yeah? That's very interesting. Now, why don't you tell me why you're really in here?
Forget it.
Cut to interior library day. Claire and Bender and Brian are all sitting around waiting for the cooks.
Claire, you want to see a picture of a guy with elephantitis of the nuts? It's pretty tasty.
How do you? Yep, that's Bender. You're up. I saw her do her line, but I'm not gonna say what it was.
I'm good to go? Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think he rides a bike?
Claire rolls her eyes and turns away in disgust.
Oh, Claire, would you ever consider dating a guy like this?
Can't you just leave me alone?
I mean, if he had a great personality and was a good dancer and had a cool car, although you'd probably have to ride in the back seat because his nuts would ride shotgun.
You know what I wish I was doing?
Oh, watch what you say. Brian here is a cherry.
A cherry?
I wish I was on a plane of France.
I'm not a cherry.
When have you ever gotten laid?
I've laid lots of times.
Name one.
She lives in Canada. Met her at Niagara Falls. You wouldn't know her?
Ever laid anyone around here?
Brian shushes Bender and points at Claire, whose back is still turned.
Oh, that doesn't make sense. Oh, that should be me.
Bender.
Yeah. Oh, you and Claire did it.
Claire spins around.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Let's just drop it. We'll talk about it later.
No, drop what? What are you talking about?
Well, Brian's trying to tell me that in addition to the number of girls in the Niagara Falls area, that presently you and he are riding a hobby horse.
Little pig. Oink, oink.
No, I'm not. John said I was a cherry and I said I wasn't. That's it. That's all I said.
Well then, what were you motioning to Claire for?
You know I don't appreciate this very much, Brian.
He is lying.
Oh, so you weren't motioning to Claire.
You know he's lying, right?
Were you or were you not motioning to Claire?
Yeah, but it was only because I didn't want her to know I was a virgin, okay?
Bender just stares at him.
Excuse me for being a virgin. I'm sorry.
Claire laughs.
Why didn't you want me to know you were a virgin?
Because it's personal business. It's my personal private business.
Well, Brian, it doesn't sound like you're doing any business.
I think it's okay for a guy to be a virgin.
Bender looks surprised.
You do?
Claire smiles and nods. Cut to interior library day. Later, everybody has lunches now. Claire begins to take hers out of a small shopping bag.
What's in there?
Yes. Where's your lunch?
You're wearing it.
You're nauseating.
Bender grabs a Coke and tosses it over to Allison, who catches it without even looking up. Yes! Bender then watches Claire set up a sushi platter.
What's that?
Sushi.
Sushi?
Rice, raw fish, and seaweed.
You won't accept the guy's tongue in your mouth, but you're gonna eat that.
Can I eat?
I don't know. Give it a try.
I really want Blue Ocean now, just FYI.
Right?
Yes. Okay, we now watch Andrew take a couple of sandwiches out of his bag, a bag of potato chips, an apple, a banana, a bag of cookies, and a carton of milk. Allison opens her Coke and it fizzes over. She loudly slurps it off the table and her fingers. Andrew sees Bender looking at him.
What's your problem?
Allison opens her lunch and tosses the meat up. It lands on the sculpture above. Oh my God. She opens some pixie sticks and pours the sugar on the sandwich.
Is she doing it? I can't see.
I can't. Yes, I don't know
That's
exactly.
awesome.
Oh my God, this method acting here. Yes. Then puts
That's
Captain
awesome.
Crunch on top of that. Oh my God! She crushes the sandwich together and
can
Fuck you,
rewatch this
keto.
later.
Ah, this is great.
Oh my god. Between Willa's line and this match made in heaven. Oh my god. Bender goes over and sits by Brian. Bender takes Brian's bag lunch.
What are we having?
It's your standard regular lunch, I guess.
Bender reaches in the bag and pulls out a thermos. He sets it on the table and points at it.
Milk?
Soup.
Bender goes in again and pulls out a juice box. I almost said jukebox. Brian reaches toward the bag and Bender slaps his hand.
That's apple juice.
I can read. PB&J with the crust cut off. Well, Brian, this is a very nutritious lunch. All the food groups all are represented. Did your mom marry Mr. Rogers?
No, Mr. Johnson.
Ah.
Andrew and Claire smile at each other. Bender stands. Okay, Ginger, no pressure.
Oh, here we go, bitches. Okay. Here's my impression of life at Big Bry's house. Son. Yeah, Dad. How's your day, pal? Great, Dad. Oh, shit. I moved. The script moved because my freaking elbow hit the button. Now I got to go find it. Give me one freaking second. Oh, this makes me sad. Oh, dang it.
Just take it
Close
from
enough.
Take close
I know.
enough.
I just got to get to it when we get there. Dang it. It went all the way to the beginning.
Look for impression. Can you search for impression? Will that take it down there quicker?
Hold on. I'm getting there relatively quickly. We're getting there.
Well, also the script is like short as shit. So
Page
like,
Super
42.
short.
Page
Yeah.
41, yeah.
yeah.
Page 41. Oh, yeah, here we are. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, from top. Hey, here's my impression of life at Big Bry's house. Son. Yeah, Dad. How's your day, pal? Great, Dad. How's yours? Super set. Say, son, how'd you like to go fishing this weekend? Great, Dad, but I've got homework to do. That's all right. You can do it on the boat. Gee. Dear, isn't our son swell? Yes, dear. Isn't life swell?
Bender mimes mother kissing father, then father kissing mother, then father punching mother in the face. Suddenly, it's not so funny anymore.
All right. What about your family?
Oh, mine?
That's real easy, Bender. Stands there.
I think that's
Nope, I messed up.
No. I think that's Ginger's line and then my stage direction. So start from oh my
Oh,
Ginger.
Yeah, I did. I always do that. Dang it.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So, oh,
I should've
mine?
put a note there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not your fault,
Well,
Pat.
that's totally me. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's real easy.
Bender stands again and points forward.
Oh, and I gotta do some.
Yeah,
I gotta pay attention. Okay. Cool. Stupid, worthless, no good, goddamn, freeloaded, son of a bitch, dumb, big mouth, know-it-all, asshole, jerk. You forgot ugly, lazy, and disrespectful.
Bender slams his hand back to slap his invisible mother.
Shut up, bitch! Go fish me a turkey pot pie! What about you, Dad? Fuck you! No, Dad, what about you? Fuck you! No, Dad, what about you? Fuck you!
He reaches out and pretends, hey, you did it. He reaches out and pretends he's his father hitting him.
Is that the real?
You want to come over sometime?
That's all bullshit. It's all part of your image. I don't believe a word of it.
Bender actually looks hurt.
You don't believe me?
No.
No?
Did I stutter?
Bender comes over to Andrew and rolls up his right sleeve to reveal a circular-shaped burn.
Do you believe this? Huh? It's about the size of a cigar. Do I stutter? You see, this is what you get in my house when you spill paint in the garage.
Bender begins to walk away.
See, I don't think I need to sit here with you fucking dildos anymore.
Bender walks over to a map table and throws all the maps on the floor. He climbs up on top of the table and then up to the second floor balcony.
Shouldn't have said that.
How would I know? I mean, he lies about everything anyway.
Cut to interior Vernon's office day. Vernon puts an orange in his mouth and then attempts to pour coffee out of his thermos. The top comes off and the coffee goes all over his desk.
Oh, shit.
Cut to interior hallway day. Vernon walks into the hallway talking to himself.
Coffee looks like they scrape it off the bottom of the Mississippi River. Everything's polluted. Everything's polluted. The coffee.
Bender comes out of the library doors, followed by everyone else. Bender and Claire are walking next to each other, Brian and Andrew, and at the end of the line, Allison is following.
How do you know where Vernon went?
Don't.
Well, then how do you know when he'll be back?
I don't. Being bad feels pretty good, huh?
What's the point in going to Bender's locker?
Beats me.
This is so stupid. Why do you think? Why are we risking getting caught?
I don't know.
So then what are we doing?
You ask me one more question, I'm beating the shit out of you.
Sorry.
Bender opens his locker.
Slob.
A maid's on vacation.
Bender pulls out a bag of marijuana.
Drugs?
Screw that, Bender. Put it back.
Bender walks away.
Drugs.
Bitches.
The boy had marijuana.
I'd also like to point out that at Pat's in my high school, we have 2 people expelled for marijuana use. Claire in our senior year, yeah. Claire, Catholic high school, nothing like it. Claire walks after Bender.
Was marijuana.
Shut up.
Andrew follows the other 2. Brian looks at Allison, who is standing there with her mouth open.
Do you approve of this?
Brian turns and leaves. Allison seals the lock off Bender's locker. We see the crowd walking down the hall.
We'll cross to the lab, and then we'll double back.
You better be right. If Vernon catches us, it's your fault, asshole.
What'd he say? Where are we going?
They see Vernon down one of the halls. We have various sequences of them running around and seeing Vernon until they stop.
Wait, hold it. We have to go through the cafeteria.
No, the activities hall.
Hey, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
Allison squeaks.
Now we're through listening to you. We're going this way.
They all go Andrew's way and run into a hall closed by an iron gate.
Shit.
Great idea, Jagoff.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Why didn't you listen to John?
We're dead.
Nah, just me.
What do you mean?
Get back to the library. Keep your unit on this.
Bender puts his bag of marijuana into Brian's underwear. Bender runs away singing loudly.
I want to be an airborne ranger.
We see Vernon hear Bender, the rest of them run.
That son of a bitch.
We see Vernon looking for Bender until he finds him in the gym, and Bender is going up for a basket.
3, 2, 1.
He dunks the ball. Vernon enters.
Bender, what is this? What are you doing here? What is this?
Oh, hi.
Out. That's out. That's it, Bender. Out. It's over.
Don't you want to hear my excuse?
Out.
I'm thinking of trying out for a scholarship.
Give me the ball, Bender.
Bender fakes the ball at Vernon, then sets the ball down and rolls it at Vernon, who kicks it back at him. They leave. Cut to interior library day. The rest of the kids are sitting back in their seats when Bender and Vernon enter. Vernon pushes Bender.
Get your stuff. Let's go. Mr. Wise Guy here has taken it upon himself to go to the gymnasium. I'm sorry to inform you, you're going to be without his services for the rest of the day.
BOOHOO.
Everything's a big joke, huh, Bender? That false alarm you pulled Friday? False alarms are really funny, aren't they? What if your home? What if your family? Actually, what if your dope was on fire? That's the point of dope.
Well, that's impossible, sir, because it's in Johnson's underwear.
Andrew laughs.
Oh, you think he's funny? You think this is cute? You think he's bitching? Is that it? Let me tell you something. Look at him. He's a bum. You want to see something funny? You go visit John Bender in 5 years. You'll see how goddamn funny he is. Oh, what's the matter, John? You want to cry? Let's go.
Vernon grabs Bender's shoulder.
Hey, keep your fucking hands off me. I expect better manners from you, dick.
Bender
That's
takes out.
ass principal dick to you.
That's why I did that. Bender takes the sunglasses out of his pocket and lays them in front of Andrew.
For better hallway vision.
Bender leaves, but not before pushing stuff over on the way. Cut to interior closet day. In the scene of this R. Kelly music video, Vernon has put Bender in a closet and is in there talking to him.
But does he pee on him?
Nice! Grass, meet R. Kelly.
Oh,
That's
God.
the last time, Bender. That's the last time you ever make me look bad in front of those kids. You hear me? I make $31,000 a year, and I have a home, and I successfully negotiated the hostage crisis at Nakatomi Plaza, and I'm not about to throw it all away on some punk like you. But someday, man, someday,
So
you're out of here and you've forgotten all about this place, and they've forgotten all about you, and you're wrapped up in your own pathetic life. Well, I'm gonna be there. That's right. I'm gonna kick the living shit out of you, man. I'm gonna knock your dick in the dirt.
I mean, it's a strap-on, but okay. Are you threatening me?
What are you gonna do about it? You think anybody's gonna believe you? You think anybody's gonna take your word over mine? I'm a man of respect around here. They love me around here. I'm a swell guy. You're a lying sack of shit and everyone knows it. Oh, you're a real tough guy. Come on. Get on your feet, pal. Let's find out how tough you are. I want to know right now, how tough are you? Come on. I'll give you the first punch. Right here. Let's go. Come on, right here. Just take the first shot. Please, I'm begging you, take a shot. Come on. Just take one shot. That's all I need. Just one swing right here.
Okay, before I go on to my next thing, Luke, that might rival Agent Smith, like for real. That was just chef's kiss. Bender just sits there staring at Vernon. Vernon fakes a punch, and Bender flinches.
That's what I thought. You're a gutless little turd.
Vernon leaves and locks the closet door after him. Bender climbs into a hatch into the ceiling and disappears. And scene! This is literally going to be the quickest script reading we've done in a minute. So,
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, we're going to come back at 8:25. So y'all have 17 minutes to chill, and then Ginger's going to tell us why we're doing Trevor Project, and we're going to do the rest of this. So We'll see y'all at 8:25.
Thank you, 17.
17.
Thank you, 17.
How do I mute?
Oh my God.
intermittent fasting can do for you, all you gotta do is starve yourself. That's all intermittent fasting is. No, it's because you're sleeping. You have to actively fast. Sleeping is like the easy way out. If you sleep because you stay up all night, it's not because you want to do it. Okay, but you were doing that before you began. So, this ain't new information. Man, whoo! To see the bottom of this board, I gotta see that. Right. Right now, my little state of mind.
Try that again. Come on, Ari. All right. Great work so far. This has been.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm trying to change my lock screen here
Because I thought you were frozen. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were just like really frozen.
There it goes. Okay.
Sean, you easily have made my night by putting Willa in this. This was just brilliant.
Yeah, did you see that, Drew?
I'm gonna say it was meant to be.
At the beginning. Oh, he missed it.
No,
They missed it.
They missed the beginning, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my sound.
Oh, Drew's sound is not working. You'll have to listen to it on your phone.
Boo, boo.
Mm-hmm.
It's
All right, well, I'm
it's
gonna
super cute.
And then come back. I have to do the middle part.
Yes,
So
you
I'll be
do.
back. All right, I'll get the dough.
Everybody's slowly coming back. Sean, I'm going to be giving out plenty of compliments, but Sean, you've also been nailing the nerdisms like so well.
I would say that it's method acting, but it's my life.
That kind of like that used to be Pat's life. What's hilarious is you look, Pat, you look kind of like how you used to wrestle, right? I can't remember.
I did used to wrestle. It was one very painful year of my life because I couldn't eat fucking anything.
That was my brother's life as well. Mom hated when he wrestled. So.
Oh, you become miserable. It's the only thing that you can do. You can go to wrestling and you can suffer. That's it. Oh,
well,
no.
Well, the other part that my mom didn't like, because my brother was still such a picky eater when he was like 15, 16. And I'm totally embarrassing him on this live stream, and I don't even care. And like, so like, you know, obviously he wanted like my mom wanted something that he could like eat and have like protein with. So the obvious easy thing would be like peanut butter and jelly, and my brother doesn't like peanut butter. So my mom every night before like either one of his meats or every night before one of the meats or whatever, my mom would like stay up the night before, make chicken tenders and put them in like and wrap them in foil. She still hates my brother for that. Like every time we talk about wrestling, it always comes back to those fucking
chicken tenders.
Fuck you, chicken strips. God. Yeah, I'm switching my script to my iPad just because it's easier. I've been trying to keep an eye on a couple things, and it's just not working. Splitting the screen and this, so.
2 monitors for the win.
Must be nice. Don't know what that life's like. Oh, Pat, I'm just rubbing this in your face because not only did I finish rereading Dune, I'm reading the sequel.
Oh, good for you.
Where are you at? Are you still in 3?
I don't remember the exact part that I'm at page-wise.
Are you in book 1 still?
No. I'm past book 1.
So the Duke's dead.
The Duke's dead.
Which is not a spoiler because they say it like 10 pages in that he's going to die.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's no shock that he's going to die. Like, they're basically going to, like, telegraph that he's going to die in, like, the first 5 minutes of the movie, I guess.
Yes. Oh, God, yeah. So you're Pat. So Paul and Jessica are in the desert now. Is what it
yes,
is.
they're in the desert and they're looking for that
Duncan.
Yes, they're looking for Duncan, Idaho. That's right.
Yeah, Duncan, Idaho just sounds like such a porn star name to me. Just FYI.
I don't get porn star vibes from it, although I can see that. I get more terrible wrestler.
Yeah, Duncan, Idaho.
Duncan, Idaho. Yeah, you know, and he's the joke is he's from Duncan, Idaho, and he doesn't actually have a name. He's just, you know, when they asked him his name when he showed up to sign up, it was
So so you're basically telling me he pulled a Godfather and just took the name of the town?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm implying.
Got it.
But he is one of my favorite characters because he's the one that I can relate to the most. Mostly because Duncan just started pointing his finger at people.
I love Duncan's one of my favorites. I love Bernie, and not just because Patrick Stewart plays him in the David Lynch movie. But my favorite still, I love Jessica. Jessica's was, and like as soon as I started reading the book, I'm like. Mm-hmm.
So really my only experience, well, I watched the miniseries too, but I don't have great memories of the miniseries.
Well, it was
the movie, I don't remember her being as strong a character.
No, but you know who's playing her in the 2020 or 2021? I don't know if they're going to delay it or not. You know who's playing her? You know who's playing her in the Villeneuve?
I do not.
Right? Rebecca Ferguson from Doctor Sleep.
Ooh. Okay. This will be good then.
Yeah, I've really
worried about how this movie's going to turn out. Other than the fact that, you know, it's going to take a while for me to kind of get into the movie.
Yeah. I mean, Zendaya's going to be in it playing Chani, who you're going to get to meet in book 2 as well. So.
Gotcha.
Y'all doing so good. I'm so happy with what we've done so far.
This is a
Wait
good
till
reading.
I get to the part that I am going to definitely fuck up.
I mean, as long as you
so
don't
happy.
about...
I was so excited, and then I fucked up mine. So.
Well, that's little like I was gonna say. As long as your elbow doesn't bump the script, I think we're okay.
Oh, it went right back to the beginning. I was so mad.
I watched that scene, the scene that I have coming up. I knew this was this is my big one.
Yours is big.
So I knew I had to watch that like 3 times today, and I went and I rewatched it, and I found a YouTube clip of it, and I'm like, okay, let's just rewatch this like as many times as I can.
Yeah.
Great.
I again, still my fave thing of this reading is still Willa.
Willa, yeah.
She's pretty fabulous.
Yeah.
She's now my new favorite player. That's it.
I would like to revise my answer. She is also my new favorite player.
I know, right?
I can just see everyone's Q&A being like Willa.
Yeah. Who's your favorite player? Willa. Who's your favorite player? Willa.
It's already too late because Ginger already put me in the running now. So it's
well, and I can say this because we're still at intermission. I mean, mine goes up tomorrow, Ginger.
Yeah.
I pulled a full Miss America with mine, and I'm like, I love everybody because they changed so much. Yeah, I pulled the full Miss America answer where I'm like, Luke and Pat and Sean and Sam and Molly.
We're all a
team. Everyone's a winner.
I want to thank all the little people. That kind of answer.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Will is the little person, so
The littlest
Literally.
that we've had.
Literally. God. So, yeah. I'm glad I said that, Ginger, because it reminds me to talk about the fact that we're gonna be putting those up on Sundays. Is that gonna be roughly
Yeah, I
when you're
think
doing
so.
it?
When I
Okay.
remember, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
and
just,
Ginger, I didn't do mine yet because I had only been in one, so I figured I should wait till I have done 2 to fill mine out. That's
fine.
the only
There's a
reason I
bunch-
haven't gotten back to you.
otherwise, hers is just gonna default to being Matrix.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
God.
Oh.
Well, it's 8:20, my dear. Shall we go on?
Well, I said 8:25, so we technically got 4
Oh,
minutes.
okay, gotcha.
Oh,
I gave y'all 17, so.
Oh, you wanted us back a
No,
little
we
early.
don't have a union, but give me my fucking 5 minutes.
Oh God.
I mean, I had plenty of time to fix cocktails, so.
Yeah.
Hey, who wants a
I'm still. There's always time for a cocktail.
Yes, Miss Kasha.
That's what he said?
Mrs.
Mhm.
No, Mrs.
Mrs. Scott Davis. Ginger and Sam and maybe Sean remind me to send you. So I'm not watching. They have this behind the scenes of the Drag Race Vegas.
Oh yeah, in Vegas, yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
basically like Real Housewives or Love and Hip Hop. Like they're all fighting basically.
That's great.
Oh, you better not claim that because I watch like a trash human being. I watch Love and Hip Hop. Okay?
What was the reason?
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Can I also, just before we get started again, can I also say I was talking with my videographers because they had WAP on when I was getting out of drag last night. I literally said, I said, I love how they make I love how Cardi made an entire verse because she doesn't know what the word is.
Right. No, the thing is, she probably does, but you know, it's funnier. It's funnier to say that little thing that's swinging in the back of my throat. That's funny.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. And for those of y'all who hear, and I guess on the internet as well, because it's out there, anyone who's seen my slow-mo pool video, I'm still trying to figure out what portions of WAP I want to set that to. Probably the Megan Thee Stallion verse.
Maybe. Sorry, Reg came in.
You're good. Reg can't have a line. Sorry.
We're so expected to see Reg at any given time.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Which by the way, Sam, brings me back to the Matrix thing where we're like right before, like you're like, I'm a professional, and when I went and watched it back, first line on the live stream, hey puppy dog. I'm up. You totally pulled the Alyssa Edwards. I'm a professional, and it's like we Gilligan cut too. It's like.
It's very Miranda Priestley, like, yes, but
yes,
I know.
Mommy's working very hard. Yeah, she's really working on getting that turf manuscript.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about her ass.
So you sold everything. You got rid of everything.
I Marie Kondo'd that shit. I don't want that energy in my house.
You gotta do what's good for you, babe. You gotta do it.
That's
I can't listen to Trey Songz no more. I can't listen to
no.
I can't listen to Tory Lanez no more because #believe Black women. That's it. Protect Black women. So
I'm gonna be stupid. What did Trey Songz do?
Okay, so back
shit.
in 2017, Keke Palmer had an instance with him where he was possibly he told her that he was going to shoot a video, and so he brought her into his space, like around his friends under false pretenses, and was trying to video her without her consent and stuff like that, and she hid in the closet to get away from his advances and stuff, and no one believed her in 2017. But this white girl, these two white girls that are like Insta famous or whatever, recalls him like taking their phones and keeping them hostage. Very baby R. Kelly behavior. And then there was one point where they had consensual sex, and then it got non-consensual. And then he peed on one of them or whatever.
Oh fuck.
So Yeah, it got real gross. It got real baby R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm. On that note, welcome back to Act 2. It turned 8:25 literally while you were saying that. And I'm like, oh God, I have to like transition back into this. And unlike the one that I'm in right now, this is gonna be awkward.
That's the kind of stuff that literally happens backstage when you hear the lights, like, oh shit, we gotta go.
Oh no.
Put the cigarette out.
Yeah.
Take one less hit. Go.
Yes. So a few things for everyone joining us again. This is the first show we're going into where I'm not exactly sure what our next move is going to be. It's more than likely either going to be one of two movies that I have scripts for and ideas on casting for. And the first one will be on, let me get my calendar. You think I'd be more prepped than this?
It's the 12th, I think, or the...
I think so. Yeah, it's September 12th. And then so it's the 12th and the 26th in September. Where we might be doing Steel Magnolias or I, Tanya. We might also, it was also suggested potentially Princess Bride as well, and our stage mom, Kelsey, would probably be down for that one as well. Bottom line is keep an eye out, like and subscribe on our YouTube and Facebook page. We will tell you as soon as we figure out what we're doing. And by we, I mean Ginger and me when we go back and forth. Another thing you can find on our Facebook page is Ginger every Sunday or thereabouts is going to be given. We basically had like a J14 or Pop Beat or Teen Bop magazine quiz where it's just getting to know us. Ginger's went up last Sunday, mine's going up this week, and I'm just fully saying that I totally picked the bikini picture just for that very reason. I was like, I'm not putting the bikini picture. I'm not putting the bikini picture out there again. Okay, we'll talk about this off camera, but I want to turn this over to Ginger for. I know that this is very close to you, Ginger. Tell us about the Trevor Project. We'll pick this. And why people should be donating with the Facebook fundraiser. We're already halfway to the goal, y'all. We're literally looking for less than $100 tonight. That's all we're looking for.
Yeah, y'all, I'm super excited that we're less than $100 away from our goal. So the whole reason why we're doing 3 readings this month is because I basically begged Sarah for the opportunity to do a 3rd reading this month because the 26th is a rough anniversary for me. So 21 years ago on August 26th, one of my childhood friends took his own life 4 days into our freshman year of high school. And that's pretty rough. We were only 14. So, that's pretty hard. And so, and we have a scene coming up. So trigger warning, we do have a scene coming up that talks about suicide. So it's still to this day, 21 years later, it's one of the leading causes of death for teens, in particular LGBT plus teens. Still one of the highest causes of death. And having been somebody that's gone through, the aftermath of it, it's brutal. And, if we can have the resources out there to stop it, that's, all we can do, because these kids, especially now that you've got social media, you can't really escape the bullying anymore. So if anybody has a couple extra dollars, please find the link and let's try to get to 200. That would really make my day.
Let me check it real quick, see if anybody's donated and see what our current running total is. We're at 105. We need 90. Sound like a PBS fundraiser. We need $95. $95.
With 95 more dollars, you can give a starving child in Africa.
What is this, Sally Struthers?
In the arms of
angel. So yeah, this one's here. So I want to thank everybody that's come and done this, even Willa for coming and doing this one for me. So I appreciate you all.
Yeah, for those who missed our intermission shenanigans, which I kind of love are becoming a thing. Hey, we're gonna be back in 17 minutes. 5 minutes later, we start talking crap in the intermission. For real though, I think Willa's our new favorite player among the entire
Absolutely. Yeah.
group. So, without further ado, I am switching to my iPad so I can try and keep better track of this. And we're going to dive into Act 2, which is cutting to the interior heating duct day. Bender is slowly crawling through a heating duct.
A naked blonde walks into a bar with a poodle under one arm and a 2-foot salami under the other. She lays the poodle on the table. Bartender says, "I suppose you won't be needing a drink." The naked lady says,
The ceiling under Bender gives and he falls through.
"Oh shit!"
Cut to interior faculty bathroom day. We see the door to the bathroom. We hear Vernon inside.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Cut to interior library day. Bender walks down the stairs.
"I forgot my pencil."
We hear Vernon in the hall.
God damn it, what in God's name is going on in here?
Vernon enters.
What was that, ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Watch your tongue, young man. Watch it.
We see Bender under the table by Claire's legs. He sits up and bangs his head on the table. He groans. Above the table, Andrew and Claire try to take credit for the noise by making more noise.
What is that? What is that? What is that noise?
Under the table, but Bender looks between Claire's legs and can see her panties. That's just disgusting. He puts his head between Claire's legs. I'm not just go. Whoever's next, go.
What noise?
Really, sir? There wasn't any noise.
Claire squeals. She squeezes Bender's head between her knees. Everyone starts faking a coughing fit.
That noise? Was that the noise you were talking about?
No, it wasn't. That was not the noise I was talking about. I may not have caught you in the act this time, but you can bet I will. You make book on that, Missy. And you, I will not be made a fool of. Hail Satan.
He turns and walks away. We can see that he still has the toilet seat cover stuck to his pants. Vernon leaves. Everyone laughs except Claire, who lets Bender out to a barrage of slaps.
It was an accident.
You're an asshole.
So sue me.
Bender gets up and walks over to Brian.
So, that's racist. So Ahab, Kaibo Mine Dobage.
Dubage.
Dubage.
Brian gives Bender his bag of marijuana. Bender turns and walks away.
No, wastoid. You're not going to blaze up in here.
Claire gets up and goes after him. Then Brian.
Shit.
Andrew goes. Cut to interior stairs day. We see Vernon go down the stairs. Cut to interior library day. Brian, Bender, and Claire are sitting in a circle and laughing hysterically. Bender lights Claire up and she coughs the smoke out. Brian laughs at her. He exhales and tries to eat the smoke. He talks in a really weird voice.
Chicks cannot hold their smoke. That's what it is.
Do you know how popular I am? I'm so popular. Everybody loves me so much at the school.
Poor baby.
Brian waves Claire over to him and he falls over. We see Andrew emerge from a really smoky room. He inhales another puff, then starts dancing to everyone's applause. He goes back in the room he was in. He screams. It shatters the glass in the door. Oh my God! Oh my God! You didn't even dance like that at the mixers we used to be at. Oh my God! Cut to the way I talk about him and my friendship. You'd think we dated. Cut to interior basement day. Vernon is glancing through the confidential files in the school basement.
Mr. Tierney. A history of slight mental illness. Woo-hoo. No wonder he's so fucked up.
Carl enters.
Afternoon, Dick.
That's ass principal, Dick. Carl, how you doing?
Good.
Good. What's up?
Not much. What's happening? What are you doing in the basement files?
Oh, nothing here. I'm just doing a little homework here.
Homework, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, that's reminding me I need to look for the script for Office Space. Carl, laughing, comes over and looks at the files that Vernon was looking at.
Confidential files.
This is a highly sensitive area, and I tell you something. Certain people would be very, very embarrassed. I would really appreciate it if this could be something that you and I could keep between us.
What are you gonna do for me, man?
Well, what would you like?
Got $50?
What?
$50?
Cut to interior library day. We see Andrew and Brian laughing. Allison is hanging out by the statue in the back of the library.
No, man. You got a middle name.
Yeah. Yes.
Allison suddenly takes interest in the conversation as she speaks. She moves over and sits next to the two.
Middle name is Ralph, as in puke.
Brian and Andrew look at her in confusion.
Your birthday is March 12th. You're 5'9" and a half. You weigh 130 pounds. And your social security number is 0493809112.
Andrew's impressed.
Wow. Are you psychic?
No.
Well, would you mind telling me how you know all about me?
Allison reaches in her bag.
I stole your wallet.
Places it in her hands and grins.
Give it to me.
No.
Give it.
Allison reluctantly hands over the wallet and Brian glances through it to make sure nothing is missing.
This is great. So you're a thief too, huh?
I'm not a thief.
Multi-talented.
What's there to steal? $2 and a beaver shot?
A what?
He's got a nudie picture in there. I saw. It's perverted.
All right, let's see it.
We see Bender. He's brushing his teeth with one of Claire's cosmetic brushes. We see Claire looking through Bender's wallet pictures.
Are these your girlfriends?
Some of them.
What about the others?
Well, some of them I consider my girlfriends, and some I just consider.
Consider what?
Whether or not I want to hang out with them.
You don't believe in just one guy, one girl?
Do you?
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Well, not for me.
Why not?
Bender clearly doesn't want to answer that. He acts defensive.
How come you got so much shit in your purse?
How come you got so many girlfriends?
I asked you first.
I don't know. I guess I never throw anything away.
Well, neither do I.
Oh.
We cut back to where Andrew, Brian, and Allison are sitting. Andrew is looking through Brian's wallet.
This is the worst fake ID I've ever seen.
Brian laughs.
Do you realize you made yourself 68 years old?
I know, I goofed it.
What do you even need a fake ID for?
I can vote.
Check your voter registration, people. Allison looks. Yes, Allison looks up suddenly. Oh, hold on.
Want to see what's in my bag?
No.
No.
Allison looks hurt, then resentful. Just to spite them, she dumps the contents of her bag onto the couch. Lots of stuff comes out.
Holy shit! What is all that stuff?
You always carry this much shit in your bag?
Yeah, I always carry this much shit in my bag. You never know when you may have to jam.
Are you gonna be like a shopping bag lady? You know, like sit in alleyways and talk to buildings and wear men's shoes and that kind of thing?
I'll do what I have to do.
Why do you have to do anything?
My home life is unsatisfying.
So you're saying you subject yourself to the violent danger of the Chicago streets because your home life is unsatisfying?
I don't have to run away and live in the street. I can run away and go to the ocean. I can go to the country. I can go to the mountains. I can go to Israel, Africa, Afghanistan.
Brian looks at her and then moves over to Andrew.
Andy, you want to get on this? Allison here says she wants to run away because her home life is unsatisfying.
Well, everyone's home lives are unsatisfying. If it wasn't, people wouldn't live with their parents forever.
Yeah, I understand. But I think that hers goes beyond, you know, what guys like you and me consider normal unsatisfying.
Never mind. Forget it. Everything's cool.
Allison starts putting everything back in her purse.
What's the deal?
No! There's no deal, Sporto. Forget it. Leave me alone.
Wait a minute. You're carrying all that crap around in your purse. Either you really want to run away or you really want people to think you want to run away.
Eat shit.
Allison gets up and walks away.
That girl is an island unto herself, okay?
Andrew gets up and goes after her.
Hi. You want to talk?
No.
Why not?
Go away.
Where do you want me to go?
Go away.
Andrew turns away and Allison starts to cry.
You have problems.
Oh, I have problems.
You do everything everybody ever tells you to do. That's a problem.
Okay, fine. But I didn't dump my purse onto the couch and invite people into my problems, did I? So what's wrong? What is it? Is it bad? Real bad? Parents?
Allison is silently crying.
Yeah.
What do they do to you?
They ignore me.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are both crying silently. Cut to interior basement day. Vernon and Carl are talking.
What did you want to be when you were young?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be John Lennon.
Carl, don't be a goof. I'm trying to make a serious point here. I've been teaching for 22 years, and each year these kids get more and more arrogant.
Oh, bullshit, man. Come on, friend, the kids haven't changed. You have. You took a teaching position because you thought it might be fun, right? Thought you'd have summer vacations off, and you found it was actually work. And that really bummed you out.
No, these kids turned on me. They think I'm a big fucking joke.
Come on, listen, Vern. If you were 16, what would you think of you, huh?
Hey, Carl, you think I give one rat's ass what these kids think of me?
Yes, I do.
You think about this. When you get old, these kids, when I get old, they're going to be running the country.
Yeah?
Now, this is the thought that wakes me up in the middle of the night. That when I get older, these kids are going to take care of me.
I wouldn't count on it.
Okay, Boomer. Vernon ponders that statement for a moment. Cut to interior library day. The group is sitting on the floor in a circle.
What would I do for $1 million? Well, I guess I'd do as little as I had to.
That's boring.
Well, how am I supposed to answer?
The idea is to like search your mind for the absolute limit. Like would you drive to school naked?
I would have to get out of the car.
Of course.
In the spring or the winter?
It doesn't matter. Spring.
in front of the school or in back of the school?
Either one.
Yes.
I do that.
They all look at her.
I do anything sexual. I don't need $1 million to do it either.
You're lying.
I already have. I've done just about everything there is, except a few things that are illegal. I'm a nymphomaniac.
Claire rolls her eyes.
Lie.
Are your parents aware of this?
The only person I told was my shrink.
And what'd he tell you when you told him?
Nailed me.
Very nice.
I don't think that from a legal standpoint, what he did can be construed as rape since I paid him.
Okay. He's an
Yeah.
adult.
Was his name R. Kelly? Allison is relishing
Alright.
this attention.
Yeah. He's married too.
Claire notes are discussed.
Do you have any idea how completely gross that is?
Well, the first few times.
First few times? You mean he did it more than once?
Sure.
Are you crazy?
Obviously, she's crazy. She's screwing her shrink.
You ever done it?
I don't even have a psychiatrist.
Have you done it with a normal person?
Now, didn't we already cover this?
You never answered the question.
Look, I'm not going to discuss my private life with total strangers.
It's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it?
A what?
Well, if you say you haven't, you're a prude. If you say you have, you're a slut. It's a trap. You want to, but you can't. When you do, you wish you didn't. Right?
Wrong.
Or are you a tease?
She's a tease.
Oh, why don't you just forget it?
You're a tease and you know it. All girls are teases.
It's only a tease if what she does gets you high.
I don't do anything.
That's why you're a tease.
Okay, let me ask you a few questions.
Allison is suddenly defensive.
I've already told you everything.
No, doesn't it bother you to sleep around without it being in love? I mean, don't you want any respect?
I don't screw to get respect. That's the difference between you and me.
Not the only difference, I hope.
Face it, you're a tease.
I'm not a tease.
Sure you are. You said it yourself. Sex is a weapon. Use it to get respect.
No, I never said that. She twisted my words around.
Well, then what would you do to use it? What do you use it for?
Close enough.
I don't use it, period.
Claire's on the verge of tears.
Oh, are you medically frigid or is it psychological?
I didn't mean it that way. You guys are putting words into my mouth.
Well, if you just answer the question.
Why don't you just answer the question?
Be honest.
No big deal.
Yeah, answer it.
Answer the question, Claire.
Talk to us.
Come on, answer the question.
Answer the question.
It's easy. It's only one question.
No, I never did it.
I never did it either. I'm not a nymphomaniac. I'm a compulsive liar.
You are such a bitch. You did it on purpose just to fuck me over.
I would do it though. If you love someone, it's okay.
I can't believe you. You're so weird. You don't say anything all day, and then when you open your mouth, you unload on all these tremendous lies all over me.
You're just pissed off because she got you to admit something you didn't want to admit to.
Okay, fine. But that doesn't make it any less bizarre.
What's bizarre? I mean, we're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it. That's all.
How are you bizarre?
Allison decides to field that question.
He can't think for himself.
She's right. Do you guys know what I did to get in here? I taped Larry Lester's buns together.
That was you?
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Well, then you know how Harry is, right? Well, when they went to pull the tape off, most of his hair came off, and some of his skin too.
Oh my God.
No pressure, Pat. Take it.
And the bizarre thing is that I did it for my old man. I tortured this poor kid because I wanted him to think that I was cool. He's always going on about how, you know, when he was in school, all the things he used to do, all the feeling that I get, I get the feeling that he's disappointed that I never cut loose on anyone, right? So I'm sitting in the locker room, I'm taping up my knee, and Larry's undressing a couple of lockers down from me. Yeah, he's skinny, he's weak. And I started thinking about my father and his attitude about weakness. The next thing I knew, I jumped on top of him and I started wailing on him and my friends, and they just kept laughing and cheering me on. And afterwards, when I was sitting in Vernon's office, all I could do was think about Larry's father and Larry having to go home and explain what happened to him. And the humiliation, the fucking humiliation he must have felt. Must have been unfucking real. I mean, he's crying. I mean, how do you apologize for something like that? I lost my spot.
There's no way.
There's no way. It's all because of me and my old man. Oh God, I fucking hate him. He's like this mindless fucking machine. I can't even relate to him anymore. Andrew, you've got to be number one. I won't tolerate any losers in this family. Your intensity is shit. Win. You son of a bitch. You know, sometimes I just wish my knee would give. I wouldn't be able to wrestle anymore. And all he would do is forget about me.
I think your old man and my old man should get together and go bowling.
And Andrew laughs briefly. Great job, Pat.
Yeah.
It's like me, you know, with my grades. Like when I step outside of myself, kinda, and when I look in at myself, you know, and I see me, I don't like what I see. I really don't.
Sorry, that's Claire.
What's wrong with you? Why don't you like yourself?
I'm stupid. Because I'm failing shop. See, we had this assignment to make this ceramic elephant, and we had 8 weeks to do it. And we're supposed to, it was like a lamp. When you pull the trunk, the light was supposed to go on. My light didn't go on. I got an F on it. Never got an F in my life. When I signed up, you know, for the course, I mean, I thought I was playing it real smart, you know, because I thought, I'll take shop. It'd be such an easy way to maintain my grade point average.
Why do you think it'd be easy?
Have you seen some of the dopes that take shop?
I take shop. You must be a fucking idiot.
I am a fucking idiot because I can't make a lamp.
No, you're a genius because you can't make a lamp.
What do you know about trigonometry?
I could care less about trigonometry.
Bender, did you know without trigonometry there'd be no engineering?
Well, without lamps, there'd be no light.
Okay, so neither one of you is any better than the other one.
Allison feels left out.
I lick my toes. I can also eat, brush my teeth,
With your feet?
play heart and soul on the piano.
I can make spaghetti.
What can you do?
I can tape your buns together.
I want to see what Claire can do.
I can't do anything.
Now, everybody can do something.
Well, there's one thing I can do. No, forget it. It's way too embarrassing.
You ever seen Wild Kingdom? I mean, that guy's been doing that show for 30 years.
Okay, but you have to swear to God you won't laugh. I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Claire takes lipstick out and opens it. She places it between her breasts and applies it from her cleavage. When she sticks her head out, her lipstick is perfect. Everyone claps. Bender's clap is sarcastic and slow. Oh my God.
All right, great. Where'd you learn to do that?
Camp, 7th grade.
That was great, Claire. My image of you is totally blown.
You're shit. Don't do that to her. You swore you wouldn't laugh.
Am I laughing?
You fucking prick.
Bender turns to Andrew. As he speaks, we can see his words hitting home.
What do you care what I think anyway? I don't even count, right? I could disappear forever and it wouldn't make any difference. I may not even exist at this school, remember? And you don't like me anyway.
You know, I have just as many feelings as you do, and it hurts just as much when somebody steps all over them.
God, you're so pathetic. Don't you ever compare yourself to me, okay? You got everything, and I got shit. Fucking Rapunzel, right? School would probably fucking shut down if you didn't show up. Queenie isn't here. I like those earrings, Claire.
Shut up.
Are those real diamonds, Claire?
Shut up.
I bet they are. Did you work for the money for those earrings?
Shut your mouth.
Or did your daddy buy those?
Shut up.
Claire starts crying.
I bet he bought those for you. I bet those are a Christmas gift, right? You know what I got for Christmas this year? It was a banner fucking year at the old Bender family. I got a carton of cigarettes. The old man grabbed me and he said, "Hey, smoke up, Johnny." Okay, so go home and cry to your old daddy. Don't cry here, okay?
There are a few beats.
My God. Are we gonna be like our parents?
Not me. Ever. Because I'm not white.
It's unavoidable. It just happens.
What happens?
When you grow up, your heart dies.
Who cares?
I care.
Allison is on the verge.
I was thinking, I mean, it's kind of a weird time, but I was just wondering, what's going to happen to us on Monday when we're all together again? I mean, I consider you guys my friends. I'm not wrong, am I?
No.
So on Monday, what happens?
Are we still friends, you mean? If we're friends now, that is.
Yeah,
Do you want the truth?
yeah, I want the truth.
I don't think so.
Well, do you mean all of us or just John?
With all of you.
That's a real nice attitude, Claire.
Oh, be honest, Andy. If Brian came walking up to you in the hall on Monday, what would you do? I mean, picture this. You're there with all the sports. I know exactly what you'd do. Jeff, you'd say hi to him, and when he left, you would cut him all up. So your friends wouldn't think you really liked him.
No way.
Okay, what if I came up to you?
Same exact thing.
You are a bitch.
Why? Because I'm telling the truth that makes me a bitch?
No, because you know how shitty that is to do to someone. And you don't got the balls to stand up to your friends and tell them you're gonna like who you want to like.
Okay, what about you, you hypocrite? Why don't you take Allison to one of your heavy metal vomit parties or take Brian out to the parking lot at lunch to get high? What about Andy for that matter? What about me? What would your friends say if we were walking down the hall together? They'd laugh their asses off, and you'd probably tell them you were doing it with me so they'd forgive you for being seen with me.
Don't you ever talk about my friends. You don't know any of my friends. You don't look at any of my friends, and you certainly wouldn't condescend to speak to any of my friends. So you just stick to things you know: shopping, nail polish, your father's BMW, and your poor, rich, drunk mother in the Caribbean.
Shut up!
And as far as being concerned about what's going to happen when you and I walk down the hallways at school, well, you can forget it because it's never going to happen. Just bury your head in the sand and wait for your fucking prom.
I hate you.
Yeah? Good.
There is silence until Brian speaks.
And I assume Allison and I are better people than you guys, huh? Us weirdos. Do you? Would you do that to me?
I don't have any friends.
Well, if you did,
No. I don't think the kind of friends I have would mind.
I just want to tell each of you that I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't and I will not. Because I think that's real shitty.
Your friends wouldn't mind because they look up to us.
Brian laughs at her.
You are so conceited, Claire. You are so conceited. You are like so full of yourself. Why are you like that?
I'm not saying that to be conceited. I hate it. I hate having to go along with everything my friends say.
Well, then why do you do it?
I don't know. You don't understand. You don't. You're not friends with the same kind of people that Andy and I are friends with. You just don't understand the pressure that they can put on you.
Brian is shocked.
I don't understand. What? You think I don't understand pressure, Claire? Well, fuck you. Fuck you.
Brian hides his head in his arms because he's crying.
Know why I'm here today? Do you? Trigger warning.
Yes.
I'm here because Mr. Ryan found a gun in the locker.
Why'd you have a gun in your locker?
I tried. You pull the fucking trunk on it, and the light's supposed to turn on. And it didn't go on. I mean,
What's the gun for, Brian?
just forget it.
You brought it up, man.
I can't have an F. I can't have it, and I know my parents can't have it. Even if I ace the rest of the semester, still only a B, and everything's ruined for me.
Oh, Brian.
Brian bashes the chair over.
So I can just consider my options, you know?
No, killing yourself is not an option.
Well, I didn't do it, did I? No, I don't think so.
Was a handgun?
No, it was a flare gun. Went off in my locker.
Really?
Andrew starts to laugh.
Not funny.
They all start to laugh, including Brian.
Yes, it is. Fucking elephant was destroyed.
You want to know what I did to get in here? Nothing. I didn't have anything better to do.
Everyone laughs.
You're laughing at me.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Cut to interior library day later. I gotta get my sound cue ready. Hold on one sec. Damn it, where is it? Okay. Later, we see Brian putting a record on, then music starts. We see them all dancing. This goes on for the duration of the song. I'm only gonna put a little bit of this on. Damn it. right, I think we're good.
That was great.
This is easily taking a hot. Devil Wears Prada might get dethroned tonight. This is becoming like one of my faves.
Yeah.
Cut to interior heating duct day. We see Bender crawling back through the heating duct. Cut to interior library day. Andrew, Allison, Claire, and Brian are sitting in that order on the railing.
Brian,
Yeah?
are you gonna write your paper?
Yeah? Why?
Well, it's kind of a waste for all of us to write our paper, don't you think?
Well, but that's what Vernon wants us to do.
True, but I think we all kind of say the same thing.
You still want to write your paper, right?
True, but you're the smartest, right?
Well,
We trust you.
Brian glances over at Allison and Andrew, who nod in approval.
Yeah.
all right. I'll do it.
Great.
Claire looks at Allison, who looks back.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Come on.
We see Claire putting eye makeup on Allison.
Don't be afraid.
Don't stick that in my eye.
I'm not sticking it. Just close. That's what he said. Just go like that.
This sounds so familiar to the days that the dentist used to beat my face and my face went crazy. Claire closes her eyes. Allison mimics her.
Good.
Claire puts the makeup on her and Allison squeals.
You know, you really do look a lot better with all that black shit on your eyes.
Hey, I like that black shit.
This looks a lot better. Look up.
We see Brian thinking about what he's going to write. We see Andrew just thinking. We see Allison and Claire again still putting makeup on, or Claire's still putting makeup on Allison.
Please, why are you being so nice to me?
Because you're letting me.
We see Brian begin to write. We see Andrew still deep in thought. Cut to interior closet day. We see Bender in the closet once again. Claire opens the door and enters.
You lost?
Claire stares at him. Bender smiles. Claire smiles. Cut to interior library day. Brian is busily preparing the essay. Andrew looks up and sees the newly made over Allison and is in awe. Allison walks towards him and stops when she notices Brian staring at her with his mouth open. She glares at him.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cut to interior closet day. Claire kisses Bender and then she breaks the kiss.
Why'd you do that?
Because I knew you wouldn't.
You know how you said before how your parents used you to get back at each other? Wouldn't I be outstanding in that capacity?
Were you really disgusted about what I did with my lipstick?
Truth?
Truth.
Bender nods and speaks at the same time.
No.
Cut to interior library day. We see Brian lift up his paper and kiss it. We see Andrew and Allison.
What happened to you?
Why? Claire did it. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. It's just so different. I can see your face.
Is that good or bad?
It's good.
Allison smiles. We see Brian laugh and give him himself a congratulatory punch in the arm. Cut to interior hallway day. The five are walking down the hall where they are met by Carl sweeping up. Brian nods at him.
See you, Brian.
Hey, Carl.
See you next Saturday.
You bet.
Cut to exterior parking lot day. Brian gets into his dad's car and leaves. Andrew and Allison kiss. Allison rips a patch off Andrew's jacket and gets into the car. Andrew's dad arrives and looks at him, then Allison. Andrew gets into the car and they drive off. We see Claire take out one of her diamond earrings and put it in Bender's hand. They kiss and she gets into her car. She leaves. We see Bender put the earring in his ear. Cut to interior library day. We see Vernon pick up Brian's essay and begin to read.
Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did was wrong. But we think you're crazy to make an essay telling us who we think we are. You see it as you want to see us, in the simplest terms, in the most convenient definitions.
Cut to exterior football field day. We see Bender walking towards us as Brian's monologue continues.
What we found out is that each of us is a brain.
And an athlete.
And a basket case.
I didn't hear it.
A princess.
Oh.
Damn it.
And a criminal.
Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
We see Bender walking towards the football field as he thrusts his fists in the air in a silent cheer and freezes there. Yay! The end. Oh my God. Holy crap, it's not even 10 o'clock and we're done.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Script.
Yes. So let's, I guess, start with cast callbacks. She's not here, but let's give it up for Willa again for playing Ryan's little sister.
You did fantastic. She's
Yes.
Yes. Carl the janitor, Daniel J. Cook. I can say it now because Willa's not here. Ask Principal Dick Vernon, played by Luke Seckerton. Our basket case, Allison, I keep doing this, played by Elizabeth Reichardt.
Woohoo! Well done.
Yes. Our brain, Brian, played by Sean Watson. Our athlete, Andrew, played by our princess, Claire, played by Samantha Madison. I was your narrator, and let's give it up for Ginger Fahrenheit slaying the role of John Bender. All right, so that is it for us. We'll see y'all on the 12th with whatever the hell we're gonna be picking. So we'll figure it out. So until next time, y'all. That's it. Bye.
40 bucks left.
Bye.
40 bucks left.
Yes. Bye.